this short video, we will show you how to use our online appointment form, which will be accessed via our website. Enter www.bcserve.com into the address bar of your favourite web browser, press enter, and you'll be connected to the Building Control Surveyors Corporate Approved Inspectors website, our website. If you have already obtained and accepted our fee quote along with our terms and conditions, then please progress to the next stage, appointing us to provide you with private sector-based building control services. Okay, we're going to go ahead right now, and I'm going to now fill in an example appointment form once you've accepted our fee quote. So once you've reached our website, you just navigate your mouse to the top of the screen here, and you'll see submit an appointment form. As soon as your actual mouse hovers over this, you'll see that our terms and condition again comes up. You can download this at any time to your computer, but you will be sent a copy of this as a hard copy via the post, and an electronic version of it will be sent to you via email. Right, so you click on submit an appointment form and an electronic form appears here. So I'm going to now fill in an example of how to actually complete this, and the project that I'm going to select is just a simple loft conversion at a residential premises. So right, let's look at the first option here that you've got to select. Just click where this these little arrows pointing down are, so just click here, and here it just confirms I wish to appoint BCS Ltd as my building control service provider. And in here, if you could then fill in a property address of where the project is. Now the description of the work, as I say, if you could actually make that as detailed as possible, but equally concise. So here I'm just copying and pasting. It's got a loft conversion on a new ground floor shower room, and it's also here if we could have a telephone number of how we can contact the persons doing the work. Question 4 is the type of building that this work is being applied to. So you've got several choices here. In this instance, it's a residential building, and we need confirmation of the person that is consenting for us to give a joint initial notice to the council. In this instance, it is the building owner, but you can see here that there are other options where you can have an agent fill this form in for you, or a builder who is doing this on behalf of the building owners. In this instance, though, it's the actual building owner filling the form out. Now, question 5A is to confirm that all the parties involved on this contractual appointment have been informed. So there's only 2 options here. Has been informed or will be informed. In this instance, we're saying has been informed. And name of the building owners who are responsible for the work. So I'll just quickly fill in a name here of the actual builder. Now the people here, they should really be the owners that are the registered property owners. Okay, registered property owners. Now, if these registered property owners live at a different address other than the one declared up in box number 1, if you could let us know where they actually reside. What I'll do in this example, though, I'll just put an address in here. Now we need to know who your builders are. In this instance, let's fill a fictitious builder. MSA Builders Limited, and if we could have their trading address. and just confirm what the agreed fee is here. Just say here it's including VAT. And here, if you know of any locally enactments that apply to the development, then please let us know. Equally, you can actually just call us in our office on 01992 710 763 if you need any advice in relation to question 10. But in this instance, we're saying that there are none. Now here, question 11 relates to if your proposal seeks to build over or in proximity to a public sewer. In this instance it isn't, because it's a loft conversion, so we're saying it's not applicable to my development. Okay. Now question 12 really relates to new build development, so but you still have to fill this form out, I'm afraid, as part of our process. So here this relates to new buildings, but you know it doesn't apply in this instance, so we're saying it's not applicable. Here you're required to tell us whether or not you've gained planning permission for this particular development. In this instance, is this example, we're saying yes. This wouldn't apply on a loft conversion on an existing building. This next question here actually relates to new build, and this relates to questions, or I should say the housing standards review, and applies to new dwellings. So in order for building control to check the plans for accessibility and water efficiency, and to confirm how many units are being created, etc., we must be informed of any optional requirements specified on your planning consent, which has been obtained from your local authority. But in this example it doesn't apply, but if you were to fill this in and it was a brand new house you were erecting, always try and obtain all necessary information from your professional advisors, your architect, your surveyor. But in this current example, none of this applies, so we can then just select not applicable. And here, because you're not undertaking any brand new drain connections, you know, underground, within the ground, you don't actually have to click any of these boxes here. You can just leave these blank. The commencement date here, you've got to try and make sure that I would recommend that it's at least 7 to 8 working days ahead of time, to give us enough time and the local authority to process this work. So here I'm just going to give a date in the future, February 2017. And down here you're given the option here to upload any plans that you have by attaching them to this form, and here you just fill in your email address. Once you've actually done it on the top here, you just have to repeat it down here and enter today's date. And down here, question 14, you just have to, if you don't mind, please, if you could answer where you found out about our services. Hopefully you were recommended. And 15, to finalise this submission, you just have to confirm that you have downloaded our terms and conditions and you have accepted those terms and conditions. So here we're saying you've accepted. Now, if you take a look at your cursor here, it's still an arrow, but as soon as I hover over this bit, it becomes a dot. Now, just very carefully hold your mouse button down and just form a little signature in there. And once you've done that, the next box presents you with a couple of words and numbers, maybe. It could be numbers, it could be words. And you just type them just here, exactly as they are shown here, okay? This is just to make sure that you're not a robot, you're not another computer trying to access our terminals. If you can't read what that says here, just click on this button here, recapture, and then it'll generate a brand new set of words. Once you've got those words, just type them in here. It is case sensitive, so type it in here exactly as they are presented here. Once you've done that, then just click on submit and we'll do the rest. If at any stage you have a problem with filling out our appointment form, please do call us. Our offices are always open between 9 AM and 5 PM between Mondays and Fridays, and you'll be able to speak to somebody in our administration team who will guide you through that process of filling out an appointment form. Thank you.